Greetings. This is episode 2 of EdgeIgniter, titled Evidence-Informed Strategies for Building Daily Resilience. I am Alex Rivers, and today we will explore practical, research-supported methods to cultivate resilience in everyday routines, targeting individuals aiming to stabilize and advance their personal or professional circumstances. Building on episode 1's introduction to our mission of providing fact-based guidance for incremental life improvements, this episode focuses on resilience as a foundational skill, defined in psychological literature as the adaptive capacity to withstand and recover from stressors through emotional regulation and problem-solving efficacy. Resilience is not an innate trait but a developable competency, as evidenced by meta-analyses in resilient psychology that highlight its enhancement through targeted interventions. These studies demonstrate that consistent application of evidence-based practices can reduce the impact of daily adversities, such as work-related pressures or personal setbacks, leading to improved well-being and productivity over time. We will outline 4 key strategies, each grounded in empirical research, with concise implementation steps to facilitate immediate application. First, incorporate daily mindfulness practices. This involves dedicating 5 to 10 minutes to focused attention on the present moment, such as through breath observation or meditation exercises. Research from behavioral studies indicates that such practices enhance psychological flexibility and reduce stress by modulating cortisol levels and promoting neural adaptations in brain regions associated with emotional regulation. For example, begin your morning routine with a simple seated meditation, observing inhalations and exhalations without judgment, to establish a calm baseline for the day. Second, prioritize physical activity and healthy lifestyle habits. Engage in regular exercise, adequate sleep, balanced nutrition, and hydration as foundational elements. Longitudinal health research supports that these factors strengthen physiological resilience, enabling better adaptation to stressors by improving immune function and cognitive performance. Practically, integrate a 20-minute walk into your daily schedule, combined with consistent bedtime rituals to ensure 7 to 8 hours of rest, thereby fostering sustained energy and mental clarity. Third, foster social connections and support networks. This strategy entails building emotional literacy and normalizing help-seeking through intentional interactions, such as scheduled discussions with trusted colleagues or mentors. Evidence from psychological interventions shows that strong social ties buffer against emotional strain by providing external perspectives and reinforcement, thereby enhancing adaptive coping mechanisms. For instance, allocate time weekly for a brief check-in call with a peer to discuss challenges, transforming potential isolation into collaborative problem-solving. Fourth, employ structured reflection and micro-goal setting. Dedicate time each evening to review daily experiences and set small, achievable objectives for the following day. Behavioral science frameworks, including cognitive behavioral techniques, affirm that this practice promotes accountability and gradual habit integration by aligning actions with evidence-based goal theories. An effective approach is to maintain a simple journal noting one accomplishment and one targeted improvement, ensuring progress remains measurable and fatigue-resistant. To implement these strategies, start incrementally. Select 1 or 2 that align with your current needs, track adherence via a basic log, and adjust based on observed outcomes. Research underscores that consistent, brief engagements yield compounding benefits, such as reduced anxiety and heightened efficacy over periods of weeks to months. In conclusion, these evidence-informed strategies provide a structured pathway to daily resilience, empowering listeners to navigate challenges with greater precision. Thank you for joining this episode. The next installment, episode 3, will address how to work without becoming work, focusing on establishing boundaries to maintain productivity and well-being. Until then, apply these principles methodically in your routine. The content presented in this podcast episode represents my personal opinions and is intended for informational purposes only. It should in no way be considered a substitute for professional advice from qualified experts, such as psychologists, therapists, or other licensed professionals. Always consult with appropriate specialists for personalized guidance on matters related to mental health, self-improvement, or any other topics discussed.